What's going up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Imagine waking up to find your crypto wallet has unexpectedly surged in value overnight. Today, we're diving into the world where billions in XRP move in silence, regulators play catch up, and the crypto landscape shifts before your very eyes. Are you ready to unlock the secrets behind these monumental shifts? Let's dive in together. There has been an astonishing $1.8 billion XRP surge in the last 24 hours, but here's the mystery. What triggered this massive movement? Analysts point to a significant whale transactions and the anticipation of regulatory changes under the new administration. XRP's price is a roller coaster. It could climb higher or plummet just as quickly, and you need to act to understand these patterns before they're gone. And the SEC, led by Commissioner Hester Pierce, is now considering retroactive relief for tokens sold under past regulatory ambiguity. This could mean a lifeline for projects caught up in legal limbo. But what does this mean for your investments? Stay informed to navigate this potential regulatory pivot. Also, FTX's Bahama operations are finally moving to repay creditors starting next week. But how will this affect the broader crypto market recovery? The solution lies in understanding the implications of this repayment for the industry's credibility. And US lawmakers will propose crypto regulations by November 2025. Anthony Scaramucci hints at a sweeping regulatory proposal coming in November. This could be the game changer we've been waiting for, or an overreach that hampers innovation. The key is knowing where to position yourself in this evolving landscape. Every second counts in the crypto world. The landscape can change with each passing minute, but don't worry, we're here to guide you through it all. Stick with us till the end of this video, and I'll give you an exclusive sneak peek into our crypto community, Altcoin Pro, where you can connect with like-minded investors, get real-time insights, and never miss the market movements ever again. So if you're like most people and you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day in the crypto news like we do on this channel, make sure you subscribe where we bring that information to you in a condensed manner every single day. And if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below. We will also jump over to XRP on the daily charts. We're down 5.6%, currently sitting at $2.55. We'll check on our support and resistance level on our 3-day spider line charts. We'll deep dive into the $1.8 billion XRP surge. What happened in the last 24 hours? Commissioner Pierce says the SEC is evaluating retroactive relief for past offerings. FTX Bahamas armed to repay first creditor group starting on February 18th. So this is great news because we could see a huge amount of liquidity coming back to the markets. US lawmakers will propose crypto regulations by November. But first, let's take a look at the overall health of the crypto market. Market cap currently coming in at 3.24 trillion, down 2.16%. So as we've seen extreme volatility in the crypto markets the last couple of days, coming from the news with the tariffs for Canada and Mexico sending the absolute dump from crypto. However, Canada and also Mexico caving on those ended up recovering to the upside yesterday, with more news coming from tariffs from China against the US, causing another drop in the markets today. Currently, market volume $193 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Fear and greed index coming in at 45. Altcoin season index still chilling in the 40s at 42. And in ETF inflows, looks like Bitcoin is selling off, unfortunately, to the downside. Net $148 million negative for ETFs yesterday. Let's take a look at the breaking news on X. Strategic Bitcoin reserves are happening around the world. $1 million Bitcoin is imminent, coming from Vivek here. As we can see in this post, international race for Bitcoin strategic reserve. The orange dot is completed step. In progress is the triangle. We have Argentina is currently to the legislative process. Brazil went through public endorsement. Legislative process is now in law or policy enacted stage. Chile, Czech Republic, El Salvador has already started acquiring for their Bitcoin reserves. Germany, Hong Kong, Japan, Poland, Russia are all in the legislative process initiated. And Switzerland and the United States have gotten to the law and policy enacted, are in progress. Today, David Sachs and his group, the Crypto Czar, gave a press conference with some major headlines coming out of it. The U.S. Senate calls crypto Internet 3.0, and it's going to be the Internet of value.
America really was a leader when it came to Internet 1.0. It was the Internet of knowledge. And the Internet 2.0, again, it was America that led that for the world, not just for our citizens, but for the world. And that was the Internet of things. And then Internet 3.0 is what we're talking about today. And that's the Internet of value. And we're approaching it in a principled way. Colleagues here mentioned a couple of those. Number one, do no harm, protect consumers, regulatory structure, that certainty. And secondly is foster innovation, because the opportunities are unimaginable.
The opportunities are really unimaginable. Very exciting news. Also, breaking news. We've mentioned this before that there was whispers of this happening. The Bitcoin conference says Costco now sells Bitcoin. ATMs are being installed across America. Just in, U.S. Congress about crypto traders. They are not criminals and a bunch of degenerate idiots for sure. For those of you guys out there that take that as a joke, that's totally fine. But this is in progress. This is in regards to the new legislation that will be coming out in the crypto sphere. So just know you're not a criminal if you like Bitcoin and XRP and other meme coins, etc. Just in, Senator Bill Hagerty introduces legislation to establish clear regulatory framework for crypto stablecoins. And during the Crypto Czar press conference, David Sachs says one of the things that the president instructed us to do was evaluate the idea of a strategic Bitcoin reserve. That's one of the first things that we are going to look at as part of the internal working group of the administration.
So one of the things that the president instructed us to do was to evaluate the idea for a Bitcoin reserve, and so that is one of the things. That's one of the first things we're going to look at as part of the internal working group in the administration. So as soon as we get all that set up, we're still waiting for some cabinet secretaries who are on the working group to get confirmed. So we're still in the very early stages of this, but that's one of the first things we're going to look at is the feasibility of a Bitcoin reserve. I think the concept of the sovereign wealth fund is a little separate, and you'd have to talk to Secretary Lutnick, or soon to be Secretary Lutnick, about that.
And this was a major thing that I saw today. Algorand Foundation confirms the entire blockchain is quantum resistant and is ideal for tracking government spending via Doge. And if you guys have been seeing all of this news coming out about Doge, they're finding tons and tons of corruption, tons and tons of fraud within our government, where they were taking our money, our taxpayer money, giving it to other countries through non-government organizations. And the money that was actually allotted to go to those organizations didn't all end up getting to the end user. It actually was siphoned off along the way. Unfortunately, middlemen were taking their money. But if we put all of that transaction on a blockchain, we'll be able to see that and track that as a citizenry of the United States. Breaking today as well, Fidelity has just bought $49 million worth of Ethereum. Whales are loading up on ETH. Has not had that explosion to the upside yet, like all other altcoins have. Hasn't gotten any play this bull market significantly to the upside yet. However, major announcements continue to be coming as major people are buying up Ethereum like crazy. Also, at the press conference today, the crypto czar, David Sachs, talks about stablecoins.
Working with both the House and Senate on stablecoin legislation. I know Senator Hagerty introduced a bill today. This stablecoins really have the potential to ensure American dollar dominance internationally, to increase the usage of the U.S. dollar digitally as the world's reserve currency, and in the process create potentially trillions of dollars of demand for U.S. treasuries, which could lower long-term interest rates.
Also, Justin, SEC launches the new Crypto Task Force website to provide clarity for crypto laws. And 1.8 billion is actually 11.8 billion. Little typo in the headline here.
Hey, I'm Chris Gittry. Some of you may know me as the founder and CEO of the Relief Consultants. And hey, listen, this is for business owners that process Visa or MasterCard transactions between 2005 and 2019. This is money back just for processing those transactions. Visa and MasterCard, it turns out, has been overcharging your business about 1.5% on all your transaction fees. So if you process about $1 million worth of transactions, you were overcharged $15,000. What happened is that Visa and MasterCard settled for $5.6 billion. And that fund is for every business that did process the Visa and MasterCards. But if you want to get your share of the funds, you got to get your application in before the deadline, which is February 4th, 2025. We made it really easy for you to get it in so you get your checks. The checks will be cut after the deadline, and we do not know exactly how much each business will get until after all the claims have been received. It is a limited fund, but $5.6 billion, clearly it's a lot of money. So if you want to get your business in right now, get your business set up so you get your funds, go down below, fill out the form, and one of our team members is going to call you probably same day or next day, get all the details squared away, and we'll get you in by that week. Remember, February 4th, 2025, that deadline's coming up. Let's get you in so you don't miss out. Talk soon.
With more than $11.8 billion shifting between accounts in the last day, the XRP market has seen a significant uptick. Important questions concerning the inner workings of the XRP ecosystem are brought up by this abrupt increase in payment volume. The combination of massive buying and selling may be the cause of the surge, according to the on-chain data. And in fact, when we take a look here, the volume has now gone up to $13 billion. So $13 billion worth of volume on XRP in the last 24 hours. The market recently saw a large sell-off, which caused the price of XRP to plummet. Buyers appear to be stepping in and relieving that selling pressure, though. And the most recent round of transactions suggests the demand may be back on the rise, in line with XRP's recent strong recovery from the lows. This suggests that some investors might be viewing the decline as a chance to finally get in the market and buy it up. The market is still brittle, and more research is required to ascertain whether this is a one-time occurrence or a persistent trend reversal. It is concerning for XRP's future price movement that it has already broken through several important support levels in spite of surging of buying pressure. Before rising again, the asset had hit $1.61 at its lowest point, breaking through the $2.16 crucial short-term support. This breach implies XRP is still high-risk area where more declines are still possible. In the coming days, XRP may even test $1.50 or lower if buyers are unable to maintain the momentum. The market is definitely in a state of flux. Strong interest for XRP is indicative by enormous volumes of transactions, but it's unclear if this will result in long-term recovery or another leg down. In order to verify that recent decline with brief shakeout, XRP may stabilize and rise back above $2.50 if the buying momentum persists. And as we covered yesterday, when the move started happening, which was a pretty significant move to the upside, price did run into this resistance level, which was support. And you can see it bounced off to the downside again today. This level is coming into us between $2.72 and $2.80. Unfortunately, with this reduction to the downside, we could see more lower levels tested. And I know you guys really like this 3-day spider line chart that we show frequently. What is really exciting is price actually wicked right down to one of our spider lines. And if we go back in history, let's go ahead and mark this line. That wick from yesterday came all the way down here and tapped right off of this 3-day spider line that came to us from January 13th of 2018. You can see that it wicked exactly off of that, recovered back to the upside. Right now we have our spider line that comes to us from the green line here, which is January 22nd, still holding strong as a support. And that support level is going to be at $2.53. That support level that we must maintain is $2.48. If we lose this level of support, we could see a drop back down to our next level of support, which is $2.29. So support is coming in right now at $2.48. If we lose it, then we go down to the $2.29 level. If we break back to the upside after this new candle begins, we're going to be looking at a resistance of $2.78, which we did not break yesterday. We did not break that today. That's why we're seeing the turn down to the downside. After we do break this $2.80, $2.79, our next level is going to be up here at $2.97. Before we break that, getting us back up to the $3.28 level. And these historic levels come from the drop that did happen in 2018 on the 3-day candles. We draw a ray from the start of the candle to the middle point here that was the high of April 2021, and the ray where it extends out to in the future. It has been very, very accurate in predicting our support and resistance levels on the way to the upside. In other headlines, Commissioner Pierce says SEC is evaluating the retroactive relief of past offerings. Mr. Pierce said the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is carving out a new path for cryptocurrency sector, including evaluating security status of crypto assets and potentially providing retroactive relief for certain tokens. According to the February 4th statement issued by Hester Pierce, the White House newly announced crypto task force will embark on a new path for regulating crypto sector. The task force is recommending commission action to provide temporary protective and retroactive relief for coin or token offerings under certain conditions, including providing and updating specified information and agreeing not to consent to commission's jurisdiction in the event that a case alleging fraud in connection with their purchase and sale of the asset. Pierce also said the task force is reconsidering whether certain assets are securities. The status of crypto assets under the securities law is fundamental to resolving many other questions. The task force is working hard to examine different types of crypto assets. So this is great that they're taking this under advisement, and hopefully the XRP coin will get complete clarification with this new SEC. And in some positive news for liquidity coming back to the market, a distribution notice of FTX digital markets showed that an initial group of claimants could expect the value of their funds to be returned plus interest. According to the February 4th X post, the FTX creditor Sunil, FTX digital markets will begin distribution of funds based on claims from convenience class creditors starting February 18th. The distribution notice provided that Kaveri showed FTX users claimed under 50,000 could expect 100% of their adjudication, as well as a 9% interest per annum since November 2022. And here is that X post. The distribution notice was based on creditor who applied for recovery through the crypto firm BitGo. It's unclear if Kraken, which will also assist in distributing FTX tokens to claim holders, would have the same schedule. Assuming all FTX users complete claims, the exchange could be expected to pay out nearly more than $16 billion. Once one of the largest and most well-known cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, FTX popularity came to a screeching halt within a week of November 2022, when the firm reported a liquidity crisis and was forced to declare bankruptcy. The CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, resigned his position and was subsequently charged in the U.S. and sentenced to 25 years in prison. So this is great news because when this money is released, the people owning the money may then go buy more coins on the market. $16 billion worth of inflows coming in starting on February 18th. U.S. lawmakers will propose crypto regulations by November. Anthony Scaramucci, the founder of Skybridge Capital and former White House director of communications during President Trump's first term, has suggested that members of Congress will act to curry favor with the crypto industry before 2026 midterm elections. U.S. lawmakers in the House of Representatives and Senate facing primary challenges in closed elections in swing districts will likely want to show a record of proposing positive crypto legislation before 2026. Scaramucci, who famously holds the record of the shortest serving communications director, was vocal critic of Trump in 2024, claiming U.S. president's support of the crypto industry was purely transactional. The Financial Times reported Scaramucci called Trump unwell person who amassed a lot of political power. Will PACs and special interest groups influence this 2026 election? In addition to potentially courting single-issue voters, House members and senators running a re-election in 2026 could face opposition or support from political action committees funded by industry players. The Fair Shake PAC, who spent roughly $131 million on media buys for candidates in 2024, said it was keeping its foot on the gas for 2026 as well. In 2024, the House passed one of the proposed bills to clarify crypto regulations, the Financial Innovations and Technology for the 21st Century Act, or FIT21. However, the legislation was never taken up for a vote in the U.S. Senate in the 118th Congress. It's unclear if lawmakers will move forward with the bill. So we'll continue to keep a close pulse on what is happening with the political side of crypto, along with the market action in the charts of crypto. So make sure that you follow along with us as well. Subscribe today.
Hey, bull runners, check this out. If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses through the link below. But I'm not going to talk all about that in this video because we have a lot to cover. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers, because we have a lot to cover with you over the next few minutes in this video to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. We have about 200 members right now, and we literally just launched like less than 5 days ago at the time of making this video. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.